Good evening and welcome to episode 5 of the Pack Homer podcast. I'm here with Adam and Wesley. Last time we recorded was after that big win over Coastal. And after that, we had a little midweek 9-2 win over Queens and then on to Lafayette, where we were. I don't really know how to say it. I'm just going to let you guys talk a minute, but we got absolutely embarrassed there after Ryan Marone was a scratch in game one. Lafayette come out and just hammered us on our home field. I'm going to start with Wesley since he's got his head down.
Oh yeah. I don't know what the situation was on Friday night, but I mean, you see it across the country though. I mean, there's a lot of we were talking earlier before the podcast before we started recording tonight. Sacramento State was up 5-0 on LSU to win the series. High Point won the series, LSU. So I mean, I think it gets back to just you know it's pretty weak schedule, very difficult to this deep into the season to get too motivated against a Patriot League team that's my take.
Adam?
Um, yeah, I don't know that I got really anything to add about the Lafayette. I think we obviously, you know, Marone wasn't able to go, and or we held him back. I guess Avent did say afterwards why. But I don't know. I mean, is it Peasel? Is that what we're going with?
Pizell,
Um,
that's what I think I
oh,
heard on the
Paz.
broadcast on Friday.
Okay, okay, I hadn't heard it yet. So Pazell. Um, he'd gotten roughed up a couple outings now. I know, you know, we're playing a winless ball club. You're thinking that you could kind of save everybody, but I guess some of my frustrations were with that game Friday night was I don't remember exactly what the score was. I think it was like 8-1 or maybe even 9-1 when we brought in Anderson Nance, and so I was kind of thinking if you're going to throw Nance, during this ball game, at this with this outcome, then why not just start him? Because we've talked about, a guy that likely projects to be a starter for us next year, hopefully. There was we wanted him to start last year, so I don't know. I guess I question a little bit, running Pizell out there to start with, but he's sure. I don't know. I don't know when we'll see him again.
I
uh,
think you might be right on that, Adam. And I hadn't given that a whole lot of thought other than we were texting the other day, but Nance threw 59 pitches and threw 4 innings in that ball game. And so I guess what Avent said was that uh, Ryan had a little bit of soreness in his bicep after lifting on Wednesday, and they didn't want to let him go, which I completely understand.
oh yeah,
Um,
100% understand that.
the series this weekend is a lot more important than a game against Lafayette, and also Avent wouldn't be telling the truth if he didn't think we could win the game without Ryan Barone. But if you're going to throw Anderson Nance 4 innings, I'd say that the worst thing you can do against a bad baseball team or a bad team in general in any sport is to let them get confidence. And so if you're going to throw Nance 4 innings anyway, you're willing to, because we obviously were, why not just go ahead and start him? And maybe in 4 innings you have a lead. We actually didn't end up scoring any runs the first 4 innings, but the kid they started, Tristan Helmick, he threw 8 innings against us and held us to 2 runs, which was, just honestly kind of embarrassing. But just nothing went right. We had a chance to get out of the first with the bases loaded and gave up a grand slam. We gave up 2 home runs to a kid that had it was his first 2 hits of the season. I
I
think the
think he was
kid
what? Oh, came in 0 for 17, right?
hit and went 2 for 4 with 2 bombs
He was
on
due.
Friday. Absolutely. The one thing I will say
Uh,
about Lafayette from all weekend, them dudes were big. A lot of them were big. The second baseman and a couple of other ones weren't very big, but they took hacks. Like it was almost like they were just trying to hit home runs, and whatever happens, happens. And they ran
well,
into a couple for sure.
they came in to the Doak this weekend having hit 8 home runs all season, and they hit 9 this weekend.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, it's embarrassing. It's not a game you're supposed to lose. I mean, it just isn't. Like, there's no way to sugarcoat that. It's like we just thought that because we were NC State and they were 0-7 Lafayette that we were going to win the game, and we didn't perform very well, and they won. Before we even talk about game 2 and 3 and some of the other things, I do want to Wesley's point, just highlight the fact that it is Division I baseball, and people beat people. If you play enough bad teams, you're going to lose to them. Lose to one of them every now and then. It's like the Pirates. I think I said the other day, the Pirates throw Skeens every 5 days, and the worst team in baseball wins sometimes. But just from this weekend and kind of the parity in college baseball, some of the things that kind of stuck out to me today. Stetson beat Arkansas. Wright State shut out Tennessee 6-0. Wright State played every game of that series close. NC State alone, the head coach at Wright State, he's done a heck of a job there too. But they beat Tennessee 6-0 today. High Point gave up 4 runs today in the ninth against Florida to lose 12-11, but they still won the series. They almost swept Florida, who came into that series 13-1. But High Point gets 2 out of 3 versus Florida. ECU loses 2 out of 3 to Coastal Carolina, who Coastal Carolina's whole starting rotation is decimated. We talked about Coastal is a good baseball team. They're going to be dangerous when they get healthy, but we were facing them in the midweek. We weren't going to see one of those starters anyway, but I mean, ECU kind of had the luxury this weekend of not seeing either one of those aces, and or I guess what you could say, they have a couple aces. They didn't have to see either one of them, and they lost that series 2-1. Just some other notes: 1-13 North Dakota State, now 2-13 after they beat Vanderbilt 5-2 today in Nashville. So, there's a lot of fan bases in college baseball that aren't necessarily thrilled, and that game in Baton Rouge right now, boys. I don't know where it's at. I do want to keep following it, but that LSU is looking at losing 2 out of 3 to Sacramento State. That game's 5-0 right now in the bottom of the 7th as we record, and they lost it. What was the score yesterday? They lost 5-4 yesterday. So you're talking about Florida losing a series to High Point, and LSU's on the cusp of losing one to Sacramento State. Go ahead, Adam.
No, I was just going to say, and our opponent next weekend, Boston College, went down to Coral Gables this weekend and took 2 out of 3.
Yes. One of the, and we're going to talk about the schedule a little bit tonight, but one of the series that you have circled, hey, we got to win this series. It's a home series. It's open ACC play. It's against the team picked in the bottom half. We got to win that series next week. Well, they went to Miami this week and won 2 out of 3. And there's just you can't just roll them out and play. It's college baseball can be cruel sometimes. LSU, if they lose tonight, guys, they will have lost 4 out of 5.
You only had one walk coming into this game.
They lost 13-10 to Northeastern on Monday, 7-2 to Louisiana on Wednesday. Then they won the first game of the series against Sacramento State, 15-4, lost game 2, 5-4, and they're down 5-0 in the 7th right now. So I don't know if Wesley was queuing it up in the background, but he's going to have to let us know.
Yeah, sorry, my volume was higher than I thought.
Still 5-0, Wes?
5-1 in the 8th.
Let's go ahead and talk about, since ACC play did start this weekend, just what happened in a couple of series. Then we'll go back to those last 2 games against Lafayette and things that maybe you can take away. Wake Forest did start 3-0 in the conference. I think it's their Saturday guy, Lavonis, that's just has been unreal for them. But they swept Stanford, so Stanford's 0-3. Georgia Tech won 2 out of 3 against Virginia Tech. They lost today 9-6 to Virginia Tech in Game 3 of that series. Virginia won 2 out of 3 over UNC and lost a game they were up pretty big in game 3 and lost. UNC came back and beat them 8-7 in 12 innings. But
That's
so
unfortunate.
yeah, it's unfortunate. So Virginia 2-1, UNC 1-2. Already mentioned Boston College starts 2-1 after winning 2 out of 3 at Miami, and Duke lost 2 out of 3 games to Notre Dame. So those are the only ACC teams that played this weekend. But it's already kind of chaos in the conference. You know, you talk about you got to win 15, kind of solidifies you in a regional, and you know, everybody you play against, everybody you lace them up against, can certainly beat you. All right, after we, you know, for lack of a better word, got embarrassed on Friday, we did turn it back around on Saturday, and Jacob Duden, guys, again, he was incredible. Again, against Lafayette, we won that game 10-4, but Duden went what did he go 7 and
2/3, 6 2/3.
6 2/3. Yeah, he goes out to 7, goes 6 2/3, 4 hits, 10 strikeouts, 1 walk, threw 115 pitches. I think Collins Black personally he didn't get the benefit of a few close calls, and ended up walking 2 guys and giving up a home run. I mean, he still got to hit the ball out of the park. But anyway, 10-4 ball game. Ty Head in that game hits a grand slam. You know, one thing I will say that I'm kind of concerned about a little bit. You know, we've talked about our offense. I don't know if you guys realize, but at home, but so we lose game 1 11-6, and we were up 3-0 in the 6th. Ended up giving up 1 in the top half of the 7th. So what that puts it at 12-9, and we scored 4 in the bottom of the 7th, which would have put it 13-12. So Lafayette outscored us for the first 16 innings of this series. What do you guys take away from that? I mean, kind of a little bit unsettling to me. I mean, we keep on talking about how great this offense is. We got outscored for the first 16 innings of this series with Lafayette. Start with you, Wes.
Better this weekend than next weekend. I mean, again, I mean, it's no secret I'm not a fan of the schedule, and I think this is. You would have hoped we finally got some nice weather that wouldn't have been the case, but I mean, again, better this week. You're always going to have a weekend that things really don't come together, and like you said, I'd rather us score, be outscored by Lafayette through the first 16 runs this weekend than to have scored 60 runs and then next weekend put up an egg. So,
agree, Adam.
Yeah, I don't know what much more to say about it than that. I think obviously giving up the 6 early there hurt in game 1, but quite honestly, we didn't get enough runners on and didn't score enough.
When we did, we left them on, because actually in game 2 we left 13 on.
Oh, I was going to ask what that number was. Yeah, I knew it was quite a few.
Yeah, 13 left on in game 2.
In game 2?
Yeah. However you say his name, we believed in him. We kept him out there. It was obviously how many pitches he was leaving up, and we believed in him. We didn't give him the yank, like you say. You could have brought in Nance much earlier before the game was a little bit out of control. So, obviously, there's potential there with him that the coaches see that maybe after even the first couple batters, I didn't quite see, at least for that game.
So I guess the storyline of game 2 for sure is that Duden looked just lights out again in a start. Goes 115 pitches, which is what we're going to probably ask him to do again in ACC play. Then we roll into game 3 today, and I think there's a couple of good storylines there. One, Cooper Consiglio, again. I mean, he's been really good. Yesterday, I think one of you boys texted our group and said, Jacob Duden has looked, just like an ace. And then you go look at Marrone and Consiglio stats, and you're like, my God, they've all looked good. But Consiglio today, again, really good. 6 innings, 4 hits. It took him 84 pitches to go through 6, punched out 8, gave up 1 earned run. And then the other storyline in today's game is, no question, Preston Bond.
Yeah.
What kind of can of worms? We keep talking about the lineup. We keep arguing about what we're going to do every week. What kind of can of worms did Preston Bond open up today?
I don't know. I don't know. Go ahead, Wes.
Enough to go fishing at Nash Johnson's pond. I'm going to tell you that.
Adam?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, I don't know how you. I think the can of worms that he opened up was his position in the battery. I mean,
I think the issue you got is, and of course, Cal, from a defensive standpoint, you see way more than I would ever dream of from that standpoint. But the issue we got is Lanfear's batting 179, and I'm not even sure we paid a Division II schedule so far. So I think that's, if you're looking at what we're going to see here the rest of the season, I mean, have we played a Division II schedule? And again, I mean, it's early in the season, but he's batting 179. And then the young fella comes out today and takes total advantage of the opportunity. So to Cal's point, that can of worms is open.
I think. Go
ahead, Al.
I was gonna say, I think I might have mentioned it after we got back from Puerto Rico, but down there, my youngest daughter was talking to Coach Avent and telling her that she was telling him that I asked her, I said, tell him what position you play in softball, and she told him that she played catcher. And Preston Bond walked by about that same time. She said, or Coach Avent said, you need to get him to sign your ball. He's a catcher too, and a really good one.
Adams texted me and Wesley today when Bond hit that second home run. He said, boy, I hope Duden and Marrone like when Preston Bond catches.
Yeah, exactly.
My gosh. So if you didn't watch the game today, I guess we kind of danced around saying what actually happened, but Preston Bond had 4 plate appearances. He had 1 walk, but his first at bat, he hit a bomb. I mean, it was hit good. It was a no doubter. His second at bat, he hits probably hit at 105 mile an hour down the right field line for a double. In his third at bat, he hit one 112.5 mile an hour, 437 feet. So
yeah,
Mr. Bond gets a start today. He goes 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs and 2 bombs.
And scored 4 times.
Yeah. So, God, and man, there ain't been a bigger damn fan club of Drew Lanfear than this crew right here. I don't care what anybody says. We don't have to apologize about that. We said coming into the season he was a better defensive catcher than what we were replacing. We talked about it last year. Everybody we've had on the podcast talked about how hard a worker he is. And I know it's stressful when you're fighting for a job, but I mean, my gosh, Preston Bond, if he didn't earn himself more playing time today, I don't know what you got to do.
Exactly.
You go to every ballpark in America, and in between innings, you hear "put me in, coach." Well, hell, we put him in, and oh boy, what a day for him. And then the other thing I thought from the day I took away, I mean, other than McHugh, we're 14-2 now, and I think Chris McHugh has a hit in every single game.
He's got I think a 21 game hit streak now.
In all 16 games this season, he has a hit. So, but we talked about Rhett Johnson a lot early in the year. We're big fans of Rhett, and he's just a lifelong Wolfpacker, and it's hard not to pull for a kid that really loves the red and white. But the catch he made on Friday was incredible, and
I
it's
thought,
incredible.
yeah, go ahead.
I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say, as incredible as that full extension catch he made on Friday was, today he
Oh, God.
legitimately he beat out a damn ground ball to second base. I mean, it was not a drag bunt. He beat out a ground ball to second base. Like,
With bases loaded infield, I mean, infield, like,
the second baseman did not have his heels on the grass, and it was
yeah,
not.
so they had them on their toes.
Yeah, he didn't hit it 100 mph. I mean, it was a softly hit ground ball, but it was a routine 4-3 put out, and he beat out a ground ball to second base. So, man, you talk about, and he hit a double today as well. But you talk about speed killing that. I thought that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, and he's up to 370 now. After I think what he was like started 0 for 7 or 0 for 8.
Started 2 for 14.
Okay, and he's up to 370. Wow. Yeah, I'll keep talking about it. I mean, what a guy to have as your 9-hole hitter, right? I mean, the speed and the ability to get on base that he's shown is just incredible. So
yeah, so since his 2 for 14 start, he's hitting 469. Pretty good.
Yeah, and walked 9 times.
Yeah,
which is as many times as Luke. So,
do you guys get the feeling like now? I know that. Oh, another thing we do need to talk about before we start talking about Boston College and our ACC schedule a little bit. Novi did, or not Novi. I'm sorry. We'll talk about Novi too because he hit one about 9.
good God,
today. But
he hit half of that anyway.
Dalton Bargo comes back on Saturday. He's obviously not 100% healthy. He can't run.
Yeah.
That's why he grounded into 3 double plays today. But Dalton Bargo came back in his first at bat, hits a home run. So good to see him back in the lineup. Obviously, I think he's going to probably be a DH for a while now. I think he's definitely nursing a hamstring injury. Would like to see him a little bit less gimpy than he was today if he's going to play every day because, honestly, a liability right now anytime he gets the ball on the ground. But good to see Bargo back in the lineup. At least, he's healthy enough to swing a bat. Him coming back was a big deal because he's going to play every day when he's healthy. Brandon Novi, to our point earlier, he ended the game today to 10-run rule. He hit one over the batter's eye. I mean, what it said 440 feet. There's no way it was not hit more than 440 feet. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's 400 the straightaway, and the batter's eye is I don't know how many feet behind that and how many feet tall. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing's got to be 25 feet tall, doesn't it?
It's got to be at least 25 feet tall, right?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It was a freaking shot. I was telling y'all, I don't even know why the center fielder was trotting back. The center fielder followed it back to the wall. He could have gone ahead and headed toward the dugout to pack his bag.
He could have went and got his Uncrustable and juice box. And then I was just going to ask about Ty Hale while we talk about our team a little bit. He's only hitting 300 right now, but he's got 19 walks, 500 on base percentage, but he leads the team in home runs. He's hit 7 home runs. Am I the only one that feels like every time he stands in the box right now, every time he hits a ball to the pull side in the air, you feel like he's going to hit it at the ballpark? Do you guys how much has he changed as a hitter year over year?
He's got 19 walks to 3 strikeouts.
What do you think, Wes?
Yeah, I mean, on the I wouldn't have said Ty Hale would be leading the team on the bingo card this many weeks into the season for sure. So impressive, and of course his role this year is a little different than last year, but still from the standpoint of what power he's found, and then you add that to a healthy Bargo, McHugh, Frazeman. Again, there's a lot to be excited about in the lineup, even though this weekend wasn't great. And you throw Johnson and Nixon in with their speed. When Wiggins is in there occasionally, I mean, there's a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, you mentioned our speed, Wes. So we've stolen 45 bases now. We stole 30 last season.
That's amazing. I
Um,
mean, I don't know if there's another stat like that in college baseball this year for a team.
and
Yeah.
we got some guys, that certainly are pretty prodigious standing in the box. We got some big dudes. We got some guys that just look athletic. I mean, I think Andrew Wiggins, one of those guys, when he's in the box, he just looks like a hitter. Um, and it's crazy to say because you have all this like controversy on who should be playing here or playing there. Um, but I know he's only hitting 300, but like right now, I don't know if there's anybody on the team I'm more comfortable in the box with than Ty Head, who's hitting 300. He just every time he steps in the box, I mean, he looks. I don't know, something's different. He just looks the part. Last year he'd get up there and battle and slap and bunt and walk, and he looks like a professional right now to me. Even though he's like I said, only hitting 300, but I think he's gonna have a big year. So going into conference play,
19 walks and through 16 games is amazing too.
yeah, I think the commentator today made the comment that when a ball's out of the zone that gets called a strike, like he's confused. You can see the frustration on his face. He just has such a good idea of the zone. Andrew Wigg is another guy like that just has complete command of the strike zone. They just don't swing at balls. But yeah, he's only punched out 3 times now in 70 plate appearances. I mean, that's 71 plate appearances. That's pretty 73 plate appearances. I'm sorry. That's pretty impressive. So, going into next week, Sherman Johnson's cooled off a little bit. When we go play Boston College, and we're going to talk about Boston College after this. Do you guys kind of feel like? I mean, I feel like we're going to roll out there. So one thing to kind of precursor that with is Boston College started 3 lefties this weekend. We have a lot of left-handed hitters in our lineup, so maybe that changes things a little bit. But do we kind of feel like going into that first ACC series that we're going to play Sherman Johnson at third, Mikey Ryan at short, Luke Nixon at second, McHugh at first, Fraisman in right, Head in center, Rhett in left, and I guess the question mark now is, do we DH Bargo or Wiggins or whoever
Or Bond.
and who catches?
Yeah.
So, do you guys feel like the outfield and the infield, we kind of know who's going to start down there or start game 1 on Friday?
Yes.
I think that's the 7 guys we're rolling with, right? And at catcher, do you guys think there's already a lot of conversation about this online? Are we going to have a position battle at catcher?
I don't know that it's going to be a battle as much as it might be. I was saying last week we were talking about guys that are going to start every game, and I threw Linton Fear out there, but
Yeah, I just go ahead and
but
say that last week y'all acted like I was crazy when I said something about the catcher position.
We did.
yeah,
Wesley, I'm on your damn team now, buddy.
yeah.
Hey, all I know is no balls went to the backstop today. No balls went backwards, but I think he hit about 1,000 feet of balls outward. So I'm ready.
But of course, Cal, you're a catcher. You got way more experience in this. In my opinion, who starts on at least on Friday night in the game that matters is whoever Marone wants to catch.
Yeah, and that's what I think it is going to come down to too.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I'm not saying that Chrysler. Yeah, we need to talk about Coach Chrysler too because he's done a hell of a job. We give him a hard time over the years. I'm still not over him not starting Whitaker in Game 2 of College World Series. Sorry, Coach, but Coach Chrysler's done a hell of a job with our pitching staff. And boy, we got a lot of arms. I'm not saying that Chrysler or Avent give Ryan Marone or Jacob Duden, full autonomy over who gets to start and not behind the plate. But I will say when you have seasoned veterans. I mean, I can't imagine a world where Ryan Marone were to go to, and I don't know that Ryan would do this. I don't think, maybe he doesn't care. I'm sure he's thrown to both of them a lot, and he probably doesn't care. But I would say on the flip side of that, if Ryan Marone or Jacob Duden go to Elliott Avent and say, I want Drew Lanphier to catch,
He's going to catch.
Yeah.
So
1,000%.
So yeah, but boy, it'll be interesting to see what we do in the Elon in the midweek game versus Elon. Like, I think if Lanphier starts that game versus Elon, he's going to start Friday. But if Bond starts, it means we're going to try to get him some more at bats before ACC play starts. And one of the things I thought about today, not that it's definitely not apples to apples, but one of the things I thought about today was that last year we got down to Auburn in the regional at the end of the year, and we ran this kid out there at third base. I think we started him at third base, Ryder Woodson, and we're like, where in the hell has this kid been? And today, when you get a glimpse of Preston Bond, I'm like, I hope that doesn't happen. Because even when Woodson left and transferred to Mississippi State, what do we say? We're like, he's just going to go be a depth piece. I mean, that's what I thought. Did you guys think any different? Like, yeah, he had a good weekend. He's going to be a depth piece. I mean, he looked like $1 million. Like,
he's going to take his $50,000 and go to Mississippi State, and we're not going to miss him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Now Ryder Woodson is the starting shortstop for number 4 team in the country. So he was pretty good. So I do hope that if our staff, and I trust our staff, if they feel like Preston Bond's ready to catch every day, there's no way in hell you can't put him out there. There's no way in hell. The only way you don't play Preston Bond right now is if in your heart of hearts you just don't think that he can handle the rigors of being a catcher every day in the ACC. But if you feel like, hey, he can be pretty dang good back there, you got to play him. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, Lanphier is now, he's 7 for 39.
You say he hit one 112 off the bat?
Hit one 112 off the bat.
Jesus Christ.
437. The one that Novi hit over the batter's eye was 109.
Yeah, I mean.
Mike hit 112 today. So,
where's that fella from?
Wilson. Lawrenceville, Georgia.
God.
That's Atlanta, isn't it?
That's Atlanta.
I think that's where we got some friends in Lawrenceville.
Got some produce friends down there in Lawrenceville. That's a fact. So anyway, it'd be interesting to see what happens. And then DeCarlo, DeCarlo is still hitting 500. Who's our third string catcher? And I think Avent did say, we got 3 good catchers. So, and Lanphier can certainly defensively get it done. And I'm sure that he's probably feeling pretty down on himself for what he's done offensively. And I'm not saying bury him and don't run him out there anymore. Maybe next week we play Lanphier twice and give Bond a start in one of the 3 games. But I think you got to keep getting Bond at bats just because of the potential you see there. There ain't so many guys in America that can hit a ball 112 and a half mile an hour. So
yeah. I mean, even if we got so many options at DH, so it's not even worth discussing.
All right. So next week we have Boston College. We open up ACC play at 3:00 on Friday at Doak. Big series. Want to talk about Boston College a little bit. I kind of give you guys a brief overview, and then we'll discuss a little bit more. But as we already mentioned, Boston College is 2-1 in the ACC after winning 2 out of 3 over Miami. They're 9-6 overall. Won the first game in extra innings, and they lost 5-3 and won 9-5 today. But they started 3 left-handed pitchers, which I think could be a little bit problematic with our left-handedness in our lineup. But they started Brady Miller game 1. He's got a 1.80 ERA. He's a 6.5 lefty. He only went 3 innings. game 2, they started a 5'9" lefty, Tyler Mudd, who went 4 innings. And then in today, or I'm sorry, game 1 they actually started AJ Colarusso, who I think is a kid that they're pretty excited about. But he also went 3 innings. So between them, they went 3 innings, 4 innings, 3 innings. So they only pitched 10 innings as a staff. But Sean Hard, who came out of the bullpen, was really, really good for them. He's a 6'5" right-hander. I actually watched the game on Friday night, and he's really – I thought he was really good against Miami. I think he threw 3 scoreless. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up starting this weekend. I think he was a kid that was hurt last year that they have some aspirations to start. Nick Wang, do you guys remember that name?
No.
Nick
No.
Wang, he's hit 31 home runs in his career now. He's a fifth-year guy. He hit 28 home runs at Boston College and started out at Holy Cross. Julio Soler is hitting .414, hits leadoff for him at shortstop. He's a sophomore shortstop from Puerto Rico. And then Kyle Wolf, who led him in home runs last year, he's only hitting 143 right now, but he hit 8 home runs for him last year. He's back. And the big name that if you look on D1 baseball, that I'm curious about. I couldn't find anything about this. His name is Gavin Soares. So if you look at if you have Boston College stats in front of you, I don't know if you guys do, but
No.
Gavin Soares, I figured you kept them in your pocket. I figured you kept their stats.
No, I don't got BC stats in front of me.
But anyway, Gavin Soares is a relief pitcher for him. He's thrown 8 scoreless this year and has 2 saves, 16 strikeouts in 8 innings. He had a 2.16 ERA last year in 16 appearances, but he didn't throw this weekend. So I think that's an interesting storyline. The last time he threw was February 27th. Their bullpen is obviously a lot better if Mr. Soares is available. And it looks like Boston College is going to go bullpen by committee, or they're gonna pitch these games a little bit by committee. But they got a 3.71 team ERA. They've stolen 32 bags and only given up 9 stolen bases. So it must be only 9 out of 17. So I think that's a storyline too. With us, I mentioned earlier we've already stole 45 bags. They're almost at 50% on stolen bases allowed, which is a really good number. So anyway, what do you guys think about the Boston College series? We'll start with you, Mr. Litch.
Well, I think if you're saying that they've got 3 lefties, and given that Lanfear's a lefty and Bond's a righty, that might be another good reason to get Bond a couple starts in there. But I mean, I'm looking forward to get back on track with Marone on Friday. I think that obviously, he's a tone setter, right? I mean, the guy's just fierce competitor. So looking forward to getting him back out there on Friday. I didn't watch any of the BC Miami series or whatever. I know Miami, kind of like us, has been really hot at times. I think I've seen their name up there with ours and a bunch of the kind of run scored metrics or top offensive type numbers. And so the fact that BC was able to go down there and win 2 out of 3, I think says a lot. So I mean, I think it's going to be like the whole ACC is going to be all year long. It's going to be tough. And like you mentioned earlier, and being that it's at home, you got to win those. To get to where we want to get to, you got to win the ACC series at home. I don't care who it's against. So definitely need this one against BC. And I mean, obviously, I selfishly wish with those 3 starters that we've keep referring to. I feel like we those guys should put us in position to win all 3. So
Wesley?
BC is one of the worst athletic programs in the United States of America. If we can't find a way to win 2 out of 3 of these games after the schedule we've had, then it's going to be a long season. So figure it out. I think we sweep the series.
Woo! I think
And
we sweep the series too, but I hope we win at least 2 out of 3. Go ahead, Adam.
No, I was saying if we don't, if we were to for some terrible reason were to lose the series, maybe we'll have to release your pet talk spot. Might get you to redo
it. Oh man, I'm not even going to tell you what they were from. Go ahead,
Cal went ahead and pre-recorded a little team pet talk after the game on Friday night. We're just kind of sticking it in the archives for now, but should we lose this BC series, we'll probably have to break it out. It'll be time then.
Yeah, you can't lose to BC. I don't know what happened in Coral Gables. I saw Sosa drop a third strike and they lost the game. I don't know what happened after that. You can't lose to BC at home. I mean, BC, whether it be football or whether it be any sport, going to Chestnut Hill is a terrible place to go. We will lose if we were playing in Chestnut Hill, I would say we're going to get swept. We're not playing Chestnut Hill. We're playing in Raleigh. Pack sweeps Boston College.
I like it.
I hope you're right.
I damn sure do too. I don't want that video getting out. I mean, how big of a luxury is it? So we're going in. I did want to mention this about Marrone. Everything we've heard, is that Marrone's going to be ready to go this week, and that it was precautionary. And we've heard that. I've heard it at the ballpark. We've heard it, obviously from Avon himself that Marrone wanted to go Friday. If Marrone is hurt, that would be a big deal. It would actually change a lot of things. I mean, we do have the luxury that Heath Andrews, who was a weekend starter for us last year, has looked really good. No, but the luxury we do have after maybe our less than stellar non-conference slate is that we're going to presumably roll 3 guys out next weekend. Consiglio, Duden, and Marrone, who have a 106, 111, and 132 ERA. Like, have we ever done that to start conference play?
Nope.
I don't know. But we might not have ever had this week of a schedule either. So.
Good point.
So
Sacramento State just won the series 6-1 at LSU.
Wow.
I just followed it. Yes, 6-1. LSU has 6 hits.
6 runs on 6 hits.
Wow.
Damn, boy. In Baton Rouge, they are not happy right now.
Yeah.
How about damn.
I saw after that
Louisiana.
We feel
about losing Friday. I mean, you lose if we had lost 2-3 at Sacramento State this weekend. How would y'all have felt? All you
gosh,
ready to give up? Sacramento State right now, by the way, is 4-10, and 2 of those 4 are versus LSU.
I bet their strength schedule is better than ours.
What's their name? Sacramento State.
I have no idea who their mascot is. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you, Wesley, real quick, because we're not live, but we might as well be. UC Irvine swept them 3-0. They did. I'm sorry. This was their 5th win. They did win 3 out of 4 versus St. Joseph's before losing to Pacific. They got swept by Cal. They lost to Fresno State in the midweek. Then they lost 2 out of 3, or won 2 out of 3 in Baton Rouge.
So they got a better schedule than we do.
Yeah, I mean, they've played LSU. We've played Washington.
We played LSU, Cal, UC Irvine. UC Irvine is a good program. Jeez.
I mean, we would have
Sacred Heart.
We would have begged for UC Irvine. There's no question.
Hey, the good thing about us and whoever schedules our schedule is it helps me with my sports trivia because I find out new schools that I never knew existed.
Yeah, 100%. Like I didn't even know that Queens was in the state of North Carolina. I thought that was a borough in New York City. I just, I just,
We're gonna play.
I just,
We're gonna play. I think we're
I
gonna
was
play
thinking,
Jamaica next year, opening up the season.
yeah, that also was a borough in New York City. But I thought that,
Oh, Adam thought damn Benny the Jet was going to be at shortstop.
hey, hey, my man that was pitching, what was his name? The guy that was pitching for them,
Quizant?
yeah, Adrian Quazada.
Quizana? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I was thinking the whole time. I said, what we got to do to get this guy from New York City? And hell, come to find out, he's in Charlotte.
He ain't got to move that far.
And they're shutting the university down. Queens is merging with Elon.
Yeah, how's
Yeah,
that?
So,
we talked
so we,
about that last week. We don't understand
yeah,
how they facilitate that, but
yeah.
what's that
So
even
hell,
mean?
well, now I'm interested in finding out because he beat South Carolina and had us on the ropes. So I need to.
Yeah, he's probably 26 years old.
Maybe that's the play. We played Queen so we could just pillage their roster.
Well, yeah. Well, you know the guy. You saw that overview from Skeens where he tunnels all the balls where all four of his pitches, look the same for the first half the distance to the plate.
Yeah.
My man Quezada, he don't have four different pitches that he tunnels. He's got four different arm angles.
He does.
He comes at you.
The funny thing is we sit here and we joke about how bad the schedule is and we couldn't. I mean, it is terrible. And then probably tomorrow morning we'll be top 10 in the country.
I mean, hell, LSU, if they're top 10 in the country.
I don't know.
I mean,
Carolina lost the series.
LSU,
Carolina looked terrible. Florida looked terrible. LSU looked terrible. I don't know who else. I mean, we're going to be whatever. Say we're 11th in the country. So is this schedule? Well, are we the dumb ones? Maybe we are.
Well, we are 154th RPI now. Our RPI fell 89 spots.
All we need to do is schedule Princeton and Lafayette for a competitive series, and we're top 11 in the country. Maybe Avent's laughing at us.
Our strength of schedule is 285th.
Damn.
Hey, we're top 11 in the country. What's that? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't agree. I don't agree. Hell, Cal goes to the games. Cal actually goes to these games. So I mean, I'd rather them go to the mailbox than go to these damn games. So
I don't want to insult us, but I sat the bench at Mount Olive. I did not play at Mount Olive. I sat the bench. If their archive still exists, you can find that out. I did not play. I sat on the bench. But if you take Queens, Sacred Heart, Lafayette, Princeton, how do y'all think they match up? How do you think they match up with Mount Olive, Catawba, and Wingate? I mean, it might be a hell of a.
They get run ruled.
I mean, God knows.
Yeah, maybe that's what we lobby for Avent to play Mount Olive next year or Wingate. Jesus Christ. And maybe you could actually find some guys that can, NIL over.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
I want to go through our schedule real quick because we have not talked about it. I don't even think we talked about it all in the preseason. We're going to go ahead and pick records right now in the ACC. We're getting late in the podcast to do this, but we're going to do it. You ready? We're just going to.
Well, especially with all the with all the heads up you're giving us to come up with this.
Yeah,
thanks, Cal.
You better be ready.
You got a bunch of notes. You got a bunch of notes and odds and all that kind of stuff, and I'm just going to straight pull it out of the thinner.
All I got is Gavin Soares. Why didn't he pitch this week? That's what I have in my notes. All right, Boston College. Gavin Soares. He's the really good reliever for Boston College that we didn't see. All right, so I got Wesley Wilson, Adam Wilson.
Yeah, we ain't even played him yet.
All right, so Boston College. I say I'll go first on Boston College, and then we'll go reverse. All right, we're going to go Cal, Adam, Wesley. I got us getting 3 versus Boston College. Adam?
Yeah, same.
Wes?
Well, if y'all are both going to sweep, I'll go 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I figured you would. Florida State. Now we're going to go Adam, Wes, then me. Adam?
I got us
Florida
winning.
State.
I got us winning 2.
Wesley?
We'll lose. 1 out of 3.
1? I'm actually going to that series, so I'm going to say we're going to win 2. At Georgia Tech. Wesley?
1 out of 3.
1 out of 3?
Same.
I'm going to also take 1. 1. Home versus Notre Dame. I'm giving the Pac 3.
Same.
Yeah, I'll go sweep.
All right. Home versus Duke. 3
Jesus
from Adam.
Christ, Adam. 2 out of 3.
I'm going to give us 2. Wesley's giving us 2. All right. At Wake Forest. I'm giving us 1.
Playing that shoebox field.
I know, damn Little League Park.
I'm giving us 2.
We're gonna win that series. Hell to wait.
I'm giving us 2.
All right. At Virginia Tech. I'm giving us 2.
Yep, I got 2 there.
Sucks. Yeah, 2 out of 3. They suck.
Home versus Miami. I'm giving us 2.
Because it's at home, I got us that. Because it's at home, I got us 2.
The Sosa catching. 2 out of 3.
2. And then at Stanford. We're gonna get 2 out there.
I got 2. I got 2. I don't think they're very good.
Is Will Wade gonna be at the game? It's 2 out of 3.
And then ended up home versus UNC.
Gotta win it. Gotta win
it. I'm taking 2.
Yeah, I got to take 2.
Wesley?
Well, if I take 2, that means we won 19 ACC games.
Shit, I got us down for 22.
Yeah. I think you might need to readjust, brother.
I think so too. After seeing what that adds up to be.
Yeah, I think you need to readjust. Yeah, we're not losing those fools over there in Chapel Hill. 2 out of 3. I got us winning 19 ACC games.
I got us going 20-10.
I got us 19 games.
I got us 22-8.
22-8.
So we got
top 5.
Boys, we're gonna host.
Hell, I think we hell.
If any of them things happen, we're gonna
before we lost Friday, I thought we were going to be hosting the Super for sure. So, what you got? Cal 20-10.
Yeah, and I have no idea. We're not adding this shit up. So if any of you people that are listening come back and replay it and tell us our numbers are wrong, I'm going with my number I got here on my sheet. We're going 20-10.
And Wesley's got what? 18 and what? 18 and 12?
19 and 11.
Oh, 19 and 11. Okay. All right. And I got 22 and 8.
22 and 8.
Yeah. 19 and 11 might be a damn. It could be close to Super.
Boys, I'm telling you, we got 3 horses in the pen. We got some studs that can hit. I think we're going to figure out how to get it there. So.
Yeah, I do think too. Like when you get an ACC play, we some of this speed and stuff, we ain't really utilized because we play some small ball at times. I'm like, we're really good at playing the small ball. We'll probably see a little bit more of that in conference play when you got to scrape one across. Now I think Mr. Nance is going to wake up. Nance right now has got where's he at? 4.91 ERA. He's going to polish that up a little bit here.
What's our team ERA now?
2.93
versus
12.96.
What? Our opponent's 12.96.
Yep. So going into Boston College, Wesley says we're going to get 2 out of 3. Me and Adam say we're going to sweep. I think we'll all take a series win and be happy, but yeah.
Man, I got us. Damn! I got us going. I might need to reconsider one.
Yeah, you're all messed up, Adam.
I got us going 9-1.
Hey, we just lost to Lafayette
That's strong. That's
on
strong.
Friday night.
And got held scoreless by Princeton with two freshmen. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to readjust,
Yeah,
reconfigure.
I'm the definition of a pack homer.
I do think when you start talking about all that shit, though, one of the things that is clear is that we do fall asleep sometimes offensively. I hope that's over.
Yeah.
Like we're going
Yeah.
because we're good enough to not do that. I really feel like we are. I mean, we're not going to hit 357 all year, but we're good enough to not just fall asleep for 4 or 5 innings at a time. So, if you boys are listening, any of you guys that might get real bored on your bus or plane rides, like, hey, look, like, be awake when we start these things. Yeah.
By the way, we are officially a quad 3 win for Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton's
quad
up there
what?
We're a quad 3 win for Princeton.
Adam,
We're sorry,
Adam,
Princeton.
we
We're
got
trying to make
any
that
we got any emails?
I don't know. I hadn't checked it real lately.
God damn.
I'll check it. I'll check it
If
tonight.
anybody wants tickets to the games,
I might go Sunday.
Send Adam an email. Well, I got your tickets. I gotta fly to Fort.
I might go Sunday, yeah.
Oh, next Sunday. I want to
Boss BC. Yeah, but I might go to DC.
I'm going to be there Saturday. Don't give all the tickets away Saturday yet, Wesley. I got all my nieces and nephews with me on Saturday.
I'm going to Pebble. My wife, I did a 4-week in advance written permission for my wife. She approved it. I'm going.
You got it signed? You get it notarized.
Signed, notarized. I'm out of here.
I need a couple tickets, Wesley, for my brother's youngins on Saturday. My kids went to wilderness camp at his house last spring. This spring they're coming to my house, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to teach them.
Oh man.
But
I will not be there.
You won't be able to teach them as useful as they were able to teach yours.
Yeah, I know. He sent me a video of his son driving. Me and Wesley a video of his son today driving the tractor plow.
Oh, Jake's coming to the game?
Hell no, Jake's not coming. Jake's
his
not
kids.
coming to the game. His kids are. I'm keeping.
Where's he gonna be? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Probably
Jake
in
made the podcast he ain't never listened to.
He'd probably be in Alaska or Russia or somewhere hunting bears with a knife.
All right, before we cut it off, this is we keep doing this at the end of the show just to see if people are listening. I don't really think they listen this long because last time I checked, where are we at on X, Adam? I don't know if our
I don't know.
Subscribers are going up.
I think they are a little bit, but I don't follow. I got other stuff going on. So I know we got some listeners that think this is what we do for a living, but it's not. Just breaking news.
Breaking news. We have full-time jobs. All right, but follow us on X at Pack Homer Pod and on Instagram. We're at 308 boys on the Instagram right now. Would be nice to maybe get 1,000 one day after we done this for 3 years. We're coming up on episode 50, so.
Hey man, come to think of it, if anybody needs ACC basketball tickets on Tuesday, Wednesday, they're gonna go in the trash can probably. So.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ! I was excited to get those. Now I just throw them in the trash can.
I do think if we had posted my rant the other day at the end of the Lafayette game, we'd probably get up to 500. But we probably would lose some listeners. We'd probably lose some listeners.
Yeah.
Too, so we're gonna put that one on. We're gonna put that one on ice for a while. All right.
I got to go to bed.
Adam's got to get his beauty sleep. Yeah. We'll see y'all. Go Pack.
Go Pack.